Hi, this is Dorothy with That's Scrapbooking, and I am showing you another one of the Cricut collections, Love This Day. And this is probably the third layout I've done using 12 by 12 paper from this collection. That was a really adorable, real paper clip. It was so cute. So I'm just showing you the three-dimensional ability using Cricut. So you get like the home sign is a 3-layer. The leaves are 2-layer, the flowers are 2-layer. I have some flowers that are 3-layer. So it just makes for a whole lot of detail, and they're kind of fun to put together. I did the cutting off camera because it can take kind of a little bit of a while. And I'm using liquid glue because you can kind of put a little bit on there and then you can kind of squish it around so that the edges match. So I really like these flowers and leaves, and this is a 3-layer flower with the third layer being the stem and leaves. So it made a real pretty layout, and I love the lattice backdrop for the background for the rest of the flowers and picture. And I'm using a very pale gray background for the lattice work. So I was thinking of putting a darker backgrounds, but it just didn't look right. The lighter background looked right. Now I kind of used the same kind of color pattern of color grouping that they used on the picture for this particular layout, and it's nice. It was easy to just kind of follow that, but you could certainly pick out all of your own cardstock or papers with whatever colors go well with your picture, or pictures I should say. So but I did like the blue and the pink and the tan colors all together. So now I'm just kind of putting it together. So I'm just going to go ahead and let this play. If you're new to me, you can purchase any of these items and cardstock at dorothy.closetomyheart.com, and I've got a YouTube channel, a blog, and a Facebook, all part of the Scrapbooking grouping. So anyway, I'm going to play some music and I'll see you on the other end. Hi, I'm back. So the little round dots are foam, and I use those to pop up, give a little dimension to the backs of some of the flowers or leaves or whatever I put it on. So I don't put it on everything. Some things I want to go in the background, and some things I want to stand up a little higher. So that's what the dots are all about. And sometimes I use squares too. So I'm putting my stamping blocks on the lattice background to kind of hold it in place until it dries a little bit. So then you'll see me put this together. So this is for I think a 4x6 or a 5x7. It might be a 5x7 picture. So the picture is going to go where you see the white cardstock. And that's just kind of a placeholder, so you know what size picture is going to go there. And then I'm putting the home. The home is kind of a title for this layout. So you always kind of want to have a title. One thing, whoops, I didn't put on here was a little space for journaling. So I'll have to add that later on. But you always want to put your date and name and where and maybe a little bit of what's going on. It doesn't have to be, an essay. This is not an essay test. It's just reminders to help you remember when it was and who's in the picture. You don't want your great-grandmother's photos that don't have any names, so you have no idea who all these family members are. So I'm just kind of doing a dry run of placement of where the flowers and leaves go. So I have kind of an idea for spacing. And I try to make sure that whatever I'm putting that goes over where the picture is, that there's no adhesive on it, so I can slide the picture underneath. And if there's a little bit of the flower going over the picture, then that's fine, unless it's, of course, covering up something important. So I'm just kind of putting, you can see I'm layering things. So you can kind of hide the raw parts that you don't want people to see, the stems or whatever, with bigger flowers or leaves. So I'm just kind of tucking things underneath that I want to hide. Sort of like sweeping it under the rug. Of course, I would never do that. So anyway, here we go. We've got a nice pretty blue flower, and these kind of peach-colored flowers are super, super pretty. And I just love that, it's got a whole kind of garden effect. So I'll probably put some of my pictures from my garden in the back. That's a perennial garden. And, I usually get a lot of butterflies and a whole ton of bees, all different kinds of bees in the backyard. So I know there's plenty of material for bees to make honey and to pollinate. And so it makes me feel good. That was my main reason for doing a perennial garden. And I'd like to say it's not a whole lot of work because they come back every year, but it's still a lot of work. So I am doing, now initially I put my Tombow glue runner on the Grateful piece there, but I couldn't scooch it around like you do with the liquid glue. And I need to scooch these around so that the edges line up. So I finally just covered the part that I put the Tombow on, I covered up in a anti-static pouch, which is kind of like a little bit of powder. Take the stick away and then added the glue to it so that I could scooch things around. And this little bit of a title, The Grateful, is getting popped up from the pictures. So I'll have a 5x7 and 3x3 pictures. And I just love the addition of those gold paper clips that I cut out with gold foil paper. So, I mean, they really are paper clips. It just cracked me up when I saw these. They are so cute. And I love my little flowers on the tags. I could have used one of the tags for a journaling piece, but I'll still add another little journaling card with some dates and a little place to put place and time. So this, I have to say, doing the Cricut layouts, I mean, the cutting is one thing, but it makes putting them together pretty easy. And what a cute layout, right? I really, really like it. So I'm real happy with that, and I hope you like it. And consider, if you haven't done Cricut, these are some leftover pieces from the insides of the flowers and the leaves, and you could totally add, and that actually looks pretty good. I might have to put those on later on. Anyway, the Cricut is a great fun tool to help you scrapbook and make cards and make signs and help with your kids' projects at school. So thanks for watching. Bye.
Hi, I'm Dorothy Smith. Thanks for watching my video, and please subscribe to my YouTube channel and learn along with me. Thanks. Bye-bye.